Consolation final, women's 400-meter individual medley underway. Eleanor's son, Nation's Capital in 1. Gracie Wyan of the Sarasota Sharks in 2. Haley McDonald, Lakeside Swim Team in 3. Abby Hay of the University of Louisville in 4. Kayla Hahn, the 13-year-old from the La Mirada Armada in 5. Emily Thompson of Greater Somerset in 6. Abby O'Sullivan of Mission Viejo in 7. And Avery Clamforth of Swim Mac in lane 8. The lead is Abby Hayes, the Cardinal of the University of Louisville, in lane 4 out in a 29.85. Eleanor's son of Nation's Capital out in a 29.84, about 0.09 of a second back. And it looks like lane 1, Eleanor's son, might have the lead here at the 100-meter mark. That is the case. She's a 1:04.2 at the 100 mark. Hay now in 4th as she gets passed by Kayla Hahn in 2nd and Haley McDonald in 3rd. Hahn, as a 13-year-old, 8th all-time in the 13-14 national age group rankings in this event, was a 4:49.97, but her personal best of 4:46.01. We'll see if she can threaten that this evening. Young swimmers defining this race this morning as our top 2 seeds, both 16 years old. And right now it is the 13-year-old Kayla Hahn taking the lead. Eleanor's son now in 2nd, 35.9, the 50 split for Hahn. And look at the lead she's already built herself in 50 meters of backstroke. Like I said, 4:46.01, her best time. She's back at a 35.54. Next closest is 35.9. That's Abby O'Sullivan, but O'Sullivan's 3 seconds behind the lead of Kayla Hahn. The 13-14 national age group record in this event is a 4:39.76, owned by Becca Mann. Katie Hoff also up there at a 4:39.82. The only two 13-14 women to ever get under that 4:40 mark. And that is one of the most elusive marks in this event for so many swimmers. Kayla Hahn having a totally different swim this evening. 2:57.16 the split. She's 40.6. She has not given up any real estate to the rest of the field. Now 3.5 seconds ahead of the next closest. You see Avery Clamforth on the far end of the pool. Clamforth was a 40.8 on the first 50, but looks to be outsplitting Hahn here as we head to the freestyle leg. On a 42.33, 40.3 for Avery Clamforth. She's now within 2 seconds of Hahn's lead. Can Hahn hold off a charge here? Definitely right around that pace you need to be a 4:46. Here's Kayla Hahn. We'll see where she ends up. Clamforth also a 14-year-old, so the 2 youngest in this heat leading the way. Clamforth is top 20 all-time in the national age group rankings as well. 33.6, second fastest split in the field coming out of Kayla Hahn. Third fastest, rather. Abby O'Sullivan with the fastest at a 33.1. But if Kayla Hahn can come back right around there, she will definitely be at that 4:46 range. And she looks to have turned on the afterburners, finishing very strong here in our consolation final of the women's 400 IM. She's going to touch at a 4:44.63. What a finish for Kayla Hahn, back in a 31.54. And Kayla Hahn has just moved up to be the 4th fastest 14 and under in American 400 IM history with that best time. Clamforth a 4:47.76. That's a best time for her as well. and she climbs to 15th all-time in the national age group rankings for the women's 400 IM.
Lane 1, representing City of Richardson Swimming, Giovanni Linshier. 2, University of Michigan Swim Team, Jared Daigle. 3, California, Will Roberts. 4, Swim Mac, Baylor Nelson. 5, North Texas, Maximus Williamson. 6, Lakeside Aquatic Club, Cooper Lucas. 7, University of Florida, Peter Bretzman. Lane 8, Swim Mac, Logan Zucker. Coaches, please note the scratch box will close in 10 minutes. Scratch box closing in 10 minutes. This is Roberts of Cal from lane 3 taking the early lead. He was a 4:23.25 this morning. We'll have to contend with some standout age group swimmers here. Nelson, Williamson, and Lucas in the middle lanes. Roberts 57.20 on the opening 100. 57.5 for Cooper Lucas, the 16-year-old from Lakeside Aquatic Club in lane 6. He's got a personal best time of 4:19.95, which ranks him number 7 all-time in the 15-16 age group. Now it's Maximus Williamson, the 15-year-old, who swam a best time 4:21.60 this morning, which ranks him at number 11 all-time for his age group. Williamson 32.1 on the opening 50 at backstroke. Williamson brings it back in a 31.5, strong negative split there on the backstroke, 2:01.77 at the halfway turn. Trailed by Baylor Nelson of Swim Mac, the 18-year-old who was a 4:20.4 this morning. And then Cooper Lucas in 6 and Will Roberts in 3. This is Baylor Nelson with a 37.1 on the opening 50 of the breaststroke as he puts himself ahead of Williamson. Nelson has a best time of 4:17.6 in this event. That ranks him at number 18 all-time in the 17-18 age group. And Nelson turns for home at 3:17.04 into the freestyle leg. Williamson at 3:19.3 and Lucas at 3:21.2. $1:13.5 on the breaststroke leg from Nelson. And we'll see if Williamson has the chops to try to run him down here on the freestyle, trailing by over a body length. Nelson out into 30.5, Williamson 30.6, 30.5 from Cooper Lucas, 30.4 out of lane 1, Giovanni Linshier, who moves up a spot into the top 5. Here comes Baylor Nelson to the finish, chasing his best time of 4:17.6. Takes a 4:15.7 to equal a top 10 time in the 17-18 age group. And Baylor Nelson of SwimMac, 4:17.58, shaves a few hundredths off his best time. Second place is Williamson at 4:20.01. That's a nice time drop from Williamson off his morning effort, and that'll move him up to number 8 all-time in the 15-16 age group, with Cooper Lucas taking third at 4:21.28.
Consolation final 100 butterfly underway for Collins area swim teams. Lucy Bell in 1, Olivia Bray of the University of Texas in 2. Rachel Klinker you see in 3, Kylie Wilhelm of Lifetime Swim Team in 4. Charlotte Hook of the Tack Titans in 5, Alex Shackle of Carmel Swim Club in 6, Phoebe Bacon of Wisconsin Aquatics in 7, and Bailey Hartman of Crow Canyon Sharks in lane 8. It's a 27:37 for Shackle, the 15-year-old from Carmel Swim Club. In lane 6, she's a 59:49. Her 58:88, one of the faster in the field. That's her personal best. That has her as the 10th fastest 15-16-year-old in American history in this event. And boy, what a stacked event we've got all night. Some big names in the B final here. Bailey Hartman, Alex Shackle look like they are fighting for the lead down the stretch. And that's the case, 58:78, a new best time for Alex Shackle. Winning the consolation final, dropping a 10th off of her personal best. And then Bailey Hartman with a 58:79, almost a full second off of her listed best time. Getting second place here in the consolation final. Lane 1 representing University of Florida, Jace Crawford. 2, Louisville, Dalton Lowe. 3, Sun Devil, Alexander Colson. 4, Louisville, Nicholas Albiero. 5, Cavalier Aquatics, Thomas Heilman. 6, Athens Bulldog and Georgia, Camden Murphy. 7, Indiana, Van Matthias. Lane 8, Spartan Aquatic Club, Kamal Mohammed. That's Dalton Lowe at a 24:60. We saw some great speed out of him in the 50 butterfly. Keeping our eye here on Thomas Heilman at 52:87. Threw down the 5th fastest time in 15-16 age group history this morning. He's in lane 5, but Nick Albiero of Cardinal Aquatics in control in lane 4. 200 fly ACC champion at a 51.96. Albiero just outside of the top 10 in the world rankings for this year, winning the B heat from lane 4. Van Matthias second for Indiana at 52:72, with Dalton Lowe picking up third for the Cardinals with a 52:87. Consolation final of the women's 50-meter breaststroke. We got the men's breaststroke after this, and then we're going to cap our night off in just a few moments with the 50 backstrokes as well. Sprinting to end our A and B finals, and then don't forget we've got our 18 and under bonus finals still on deck at the end of our evening. So don't go anywhere. Still a lot of fast swimming ahead of us, and right now it's this consolation final leading the way with a 31:60 for Emma Weber. Winning the heat about a 1/10 of a second faster than her prelim self.
Lane assignments on the scoreboard for your 50-meter events. These athletes separated by a quarter of a second out of the prelims, all touching in a 28.3 to 28.1. So anybody's race here tonight, it could be Zir Fan here. The 18-year-old from Metroplex in lane 7 looked like he had a good start. Fan together with Mitch Mason in 6th from Tiger Aquatics. And the win does go to Zir Fan, 28.07. Taking the B final ahead of Josh Matheny in lane 5 from Indiana University. Matheny at 28.15, followed by Ethan Maloney, 3rd from lane 1, representing Bowl School Sharks with a 28.20.
Check your mark.
28.53 all the way to a 28.83. Only 0.3 of a second separating this entire field this morning. Amy Fulmer of Ohio State University, the fastest in this group at the 28.53. Anybody's guess? Is probably a good one. Slight edge looks maybe to be in lane 7. Paige Hetrick, University of Louisville, who's getting their hand on the wall first. It's Amy Fulmer, 28.26. Another quarter of a second drop from this morning's swim for your consolation winner.
Take your mark.
25s across the board out of the prelims this morning. This field led by Jack Alexi in lane 4 from California at 25.23. Wyatt Davis in 6, Carmel Swim Club, lane 4, Jack Alexi, 300 tap. In between them, Brent Penfold in 5. The touch goes to Jack Alexi at 25.16. He improves on his morning time with Brett Penfold taking second at 25.22 and Hunter Tapp third, 25.32. Out of lane 3 for NC State Wolfpack.